He mocked my stutter for a year. So I took his voice and let silence eat him alive. He used to call me Glitch, not to my face at first, but behind my back. Oh, he had a whole catalog of names. Glitch, Broken Mike, Buffer Boy, all because I stuttered just a little, just enough for him to pounce. His real name was Marcus Lane, senior brand strategist, conference speaker, voice of the company, they called him. I was the new intern, and he was the guy who turned every mistake into a punchline, every slip of my tongue into a performance for the office. The first time he mocked me, it was during a pitch. I said, solution, and he cut in. Careful boys, the record's skipping. Everyone laughed, even my manager. I laughed too. That's what you're trained to do when you stutter. Beat them to the joke. Pretend it doesn't bother you, but it does. It always does. He made my voice a target for 12 months. I learned to speak less, email more, avoid meetings, and every time I opened my mouth, I watched his smirk waiting to pounce. One time, I heard him whisper to a client, he's bright, but the software's a little buggy, you know? That was the last straw. I didn't quit. I didn't fight back. I just filed it away. I started studying that night. Over the next 7 years, while climbing the corporate ladder elsewhere, I took night classes, psychology, behavioral linguistics, NLP, then hypnosis, real hypnosis, not the swinging watch crap, the kind that works in whispers and sleep and repetition. Marcus forgot me the moment I left, but I never forgot him. Not once. I built a career, got my speech under control, spoke on stage, taught others, even started helping veterans recover their voices after trauma. Then one day, my name came up on a podcast, and 2 weeks later, I got an email from Marcus. Hey man, long time, love the interview. Let's catch up. The mouse had invited the cat to dinner. I was humbled by the compliment, said I'd love to collaborate on something, maybe give a talk together. Marcus was all in. 2 voices, 1 mission, he said. God, the irony. Our first meeting was coffee, casual, light. I noticed the slight tremble in his hand when he stirred sugar. Interesting. Second meeting, I asked if he'd tried mindfulness for stress. Left a book with him, highlighted a few passages, circled one exercise called vocal anchoring. Third meeting, I guided him through a basic grounding routine. Breathe in, say a word in your head, exhale, say it out loud, over and over. I told him it helps align subconscious triggers. I told him the safe word was clarity. In truth, clarity became a ticking bomb. See, in real hypnotherapy, repetition plus emotional priming equals power. I embedded subtle associations over weeks. Clarity meant control, until I twisted it, made it mean panic. I conditioned his brain to seize up when that word entered a sentence. Not all at once. Gradual. I dropped it into every conversation. You brought real clarity to that point. Clarity is what you bring to the table. You want to lead with clarity. He began pausing, fumbling, laughing it off. Guess I'm just tired, haha. That's when I introduced the speech drills. Let's practice together, I said. Tongue looseners, vocal scales. I fed him flawed techniques, warm-ups that actually strain the vocal cords, breathing methods designed to trip rhythm. He started sweating during client calls, losing flow. Then came the tics, a shoulder twitch, a throat clear. Once during a live stream, he froze mid-sentence for 5 seconds. The chat lit up. What just happened to Marcus? Is he okay? Was that a glitch? I nearly wept. He started seeing a speech therapist. I knew her. I referred him. She fed him more of the poison I designed. Wrong routines, reinforcing the block, all perfectly legal. Within 3 months, Marcus had developed a complex. He stopped accepting speaking gigs. He tried to meditate. Every time he closed his eyes and repeated clarity, his throat locked up. Then came the sleepless nights, the meds, the public anxiety attacks. He started hearing echoes of his own voice when he tried to speak. Psychogenic stuttering, the therapist called it. Early signs of conversion disorder, the neurologist suggested. No known physical cause, they said. He tried to sue the podcast company for stress. They laughed him out of the room. By the time I invited him on my new show, Voices Unbroken, he could barely get through a sentence. The audience felt sorry for him. I did not. At the end of the episode, I thanked him for his time. You were really brave to share this. Truly, clarity like yours, it's rare. His lips twitched, his eyes watered. He couldn't reply. I just smiled into the camera.